there and let them know you're coming so that they can make sure you have a mask on when you come in to protect other people. However, if you haven't been to China and don't know anyone who's had this virus, it's much more likely that you have the flu. We are in a very severe flu season right now. So if you have all of these symptoms but haven't been in touch with anyone who's had this novel coronavirus, take care of yourself as if you had the flu. Practice good basic hand hygiene, and if you haven't been sick, get the flu shot.
Transmission. Human coronavirus is most commonly spread from an infected person to others through 1. The air by coughing and sneezing. 2. Close personal contact, such as touching or shaking hands. 3. Touching an object or surface with the virus on it, then touching your mouth, nose, or eyes before washing your hands. Rarely, fecal contamination. In the United States, people usually get infected with common human coronaviruses in the fall and winter. However, you can get infected at any time of the year. Most people will get infected with one or more of the common human coronaviruses in their lifetime. Young children are most likely to get infected. However, people can have multiple infections in their lifetime. There are currently no vaccines available to protect you against human coronavirus infection. Prevention. You may be able to reduce your risk of infection by doing the following. 1. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. 2. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth with unwashed hands. 3. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. How to protect others. If you have cold-like symptoms, you can help protect others by doing the following. 1. Stay home while you are sick. 2. Avoid close contact with others. 3. Cover your mouth and nose with a tissue when you cough or sneeze, then throw the tissue in the trash and wash your hands. 4. Clean and disinfect objects and surfaces. Treatment. There are no specific treatments for illnesses caused by human coronaviruses. Most people with common human coronavirus illness will recover on their own. However, you can do some things to relieve your symptoms. 1. Take pain and fever medications. Caution: do not give aspirin to children. 2. Use a room humidifier or take a hot shower to help ease a sore throat and cough. If you are mildly sick, you should 1. Drink plenty of liquids. 2. Stay home and rest. If you are concerned about your symptoms, you should see your healthcare provider.
Hello to our members, patients, and community. The 2019 novel coronavirus, which causes a disease known as COVID-19, is a new virus that causes respiratory illness in people and can spread from person to person. People infected with COVID-19 usually exhibit symptoms similar to that of a cold or the flu, such as a fever, cough, or shortness of breath. The novel coronavirus can also attach to the lungs, which can cause symptoms of a respiratory tract illness like pneumonia, including shortness of breath or difficulty breathing.
So coronaviruses are a group of RNA viruses, not dissimilar to influenza, but they happen to be in a bunch of different animal species, and sometimes they jump over into humans. We actually have 4 coronaviruses that circulate every year, usually around the winter time, that cause common cold symptoms. We've also happened to have had 2 severe coronavirus-type outbreaks with SARS and MERS in the past 2 decades. And now we have a new coronavirus called novel coronavirus 2019 that's currently spreading in China and a little bit outside in the rest of the world. So the coronavirus, although we don't know as much about this novel coronavirus, we know a lot about how other coronaviruses spread. And so what we suspect is that this coronavirus is spread by droplets. So if someone is coughing, for example, those droplets will spread throughout the air to about a distance of 3 feet before they fall. So if you're worried about becoming infected with the coronavirus, you're not going to get it from someone coughing about 6 feet away. But you could get it if someone is coughing right next to you, if they cough on their hands and then shake your hands, and if you don't wash your hands after touching something that might have been contaminated with a little bit of the coronavirus. coronavirus. So the simplest protections really are the easiest. We really want everyone to be washing their hands. It's flu season. Everyone should be doing this anyway, but be aware, after you touch a doorknob, after you shake someone's hand, wash your hands, particularly before you touch your face, eat food, touch your eyes, anything like that. If you are someone who is sick and coughing, just be kind to others and cough into your sleeve or wear a mask. I first want to emphasize that while there's a very severe outbreak going on in China right now, we actually have very few cases here